So the aftermath of WWE Super Showdown takes place, starting with Triple Bitch coming out and H Bitch Kid. Yeah, I said it. H Bitch Kid. Alright, so Triple Bitch talks about climbing mountains, reaching the top of the summit, and they finally had got there. Then they should have been on Cloud 9, and then talked about respect for a minute. Something that's not given often. Well, according to Triple Bitch, it hardly is given at all. Not just not often. No, it's not even given, because that match, for the last time ever, quote unquote, there was no respect there. You were talking about it made things personal. Oh, you were willing to give respect after you won a freaking match that you shouldn't have won in the first place because you had help, assistance, and a best friend doing a lot of the work for you. Anyway, yeah, Triple Bitch, you have some freaking nerve saying anything about respect. Then H Bitch K, he says that it was a long flight and to think about everything that happened and the beatdown. A long flight from Australia to Chicago. And then Triple H has the nerve to say, "Are you ready?" And it's like, come on, none of us asked for this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't even ask for Triple H versus The Undertaker for the last time, much less this shit. But Triple H was like, but the question is not for you, Sean, it's for The Undertaker and Kane. And I'm just like, so you're asking if the Brothers of Destruction are ready. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because they already kicked your ass once. Of course they're ready. So now, DX. Does anyone really want to see this? Does anyone want to see Shawn Michaels actually come back 8.5 years after the fact? Oh, out of respect, he was going to stay retired. Oh, yeah, so that now means dick. The funniest thing about it is, guys like me and the Reverend, we always knew and said that retirement matches mean dick. And this is your proof. Right there. So what? Is Gorilla Monsoon going to be one of the only people that retired and stayed retired and kept his word? Are we going to go that route? Because HBK is coming back at Crown Jewel when it's DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. Fuck this shit. Speaking of fuck this shit, Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens. Lio Rush. Annoying Lio Rush. Had a microphone with him the whole freaking match. Oh, Lord. So, basically, he's like Abraham Washington 2.0, cheering on his wrestler, which Bobby Lashley actually wins the match. But after the match, it's when Lashley attacked Kevin Owens, kept ramming his legs into the post and things like that. Was that a heel turn? Or is that showing some quote-unquote viciousness? Kevin Owens is injured and out. I think that was a heel turn, because that actually got some boos. And later on, when Bayley and Balor were talking in the back, Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley interrupted them, talking about, did you see that beatdown? And I'm like, alright, so you're going to go that route, finally? You're going to finally have Bobby Lashley as a heel after all this time. Elias in the ring talks about John Cena. He wrote a song about Australia. Talking about he doesn't make any excuses, and he disses Chicago, and he cracks a diss in the song about the Cubs not going to the World Series. And of course that got the big jeers, big boos, just like Elias can bring them, right? And then you had Ronda Rousey interrupt, but she didn't say a word because she has a 6-woman tag match with the Bellas once again against the Riot Squad. I didn't care about this match, Super Showdown, and I didn't care about it here. I just didn't. So Ronda Rousey, once again, gets that arm bar, and this time it's on Ruby Riott, so Ruby Riott taps. And the Bellas and Ronda celebrate after the match, and then the Bellas attack Ronda Rousey. I told you so. Told you so. I was like, I'm just waiting for the betrayal. I'm just waiting for the betrayal. Told you so. It happened. Ronda tries to fight back more than once, but it was too much, because it's funny how the referees and staff were out there trying to separate, except when Ronda got attacked. It was pathetic. It looked absolutely pathetic. Speaking of pathetic, Bayley and Balor, BMB, against Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. You know what? I'm not even just going to go into the match. The faces win here. Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and Braun Strowman are in the back talking. Dolph Ziggler is trying to hype both of them up, and it's funny how Drew McIntyre, he stood up and he's like, no, look, I'm not the one that got pinned last night. So they started bickering, and Braun Strowman, he wants to stop all the bickering, and everyone better pull their weight. It was about the pull your weight thing, because even Drew McIntyre said to Dolph Ziggler, you better start pulling your weight. A rift here? Maybe. So a quote-unquote battle royal takes place, and whoever wins this battle royal will earn a spot in this freaking tournament, best of the world quote-unquote tournament, that's going to take place at Crown Jewel. And Hammenagers, as Bobby Heenan will call them, jobbers as you will, filled this ring with Baron Corbin coming out and putting himself in it, and just basically eliminating everybody except a conquistador that went outside of the ring and just sat in it, and he waited. Once Baron Corbin eliminates just about everybody, even though they tried to gang up on him and try to eliminate him, he kicks everybody off, and I'm like, he should have been out. He's not the Big Show. He's not Mark Henry. He's not Braun Strowman. Baron Corbin doing that was just not convincing whatsoever. But the funny part about this was, Conquistador, quote-unquote Conquistador, enters the ring, gives him 3 Germans, gives Corbin 3 Germans. Everybody should have got the hint right there. And then hits a, Olympic-type slam. And then clotheslines Corbin over the top rope, celebrates, and then takes off his mask. And, well, what do you know? It's Kurt Angle. And now he's in the freaking 8-person one-night tournament. Alright, that's fine. And as he's leaving, he's getting interviewed. He's like, oh, technically I'm still on vacation, so ha 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 ha. That was one of the funniest parts of the night. That was one of the best things of the night, and that really doesn't say much about this show. Sorry, it just doesn't. Ember Moon beats Nia Jax by countout. And Nia Jax hugs her and things like that and raises her hand, and I'm just like, oh, is there going to be another heel turn here? Because we have too many heels that are in the women's division right now, and we can barely take anyone seriously that's a face. But that didn't happen, so I guess that's fine. Trish Stratus comes out and talks about Alexa with a moment of stratisfaction, whatever that was going to be. But Alexa and Mickie James come out, and you know what? Long story short, this was a war of words. Alexa and Mickie get up in the ring, and Mickie James actually makes a challenge, a tag team challenge for Crown Jewel. Instead of Alexa going against Trish Stratus, now it's going to be a tag match, because Trish Stratus mysteriously, wow, she already has a partner. And Lita comes out. Whoa. Didn't see that coming, right? Wow. Why the fuck would Lita be there? And why the fuck would her music be ready if that were all that being the case? Well, this woman right here, of course we knew was fucking Lita. So 2 Hall of Fame women goes against Mickie James and Alexa Bliss at Evolution. I mean, it wasn't Crown Jewel, at Evolution, because women aren't going to be allowed at Crown Jewel because it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. So, yeah, a brawl ensues with these ladies, with the Hall of Famers coming out victorious as far as kicking Mickie James and Alexa Bliss out of the ring. And I'm just like, ugh. So the Shield or Brotherhood? Yeah, we'll see about that. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable against the Ascension. I'm already tired of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. I'm already tired of this. Chad Gable gave himself a blind tag. Bobby Roode was like, what the hell? He hit that freaking rolling German and pinned Victor. And I'm just like, so you're telling me you're going to hype up the Ascension, you're going to hype up Connor, because he said that tonight, I'm going to beat you guys again. You're telling me that that hype took place and then you just took it away. I couldn't even believe that Connor beat both Bobby Roode and Chad Gable one-on-one in the freaking first place. And it should have kept going, but WWE logic, no, we don't want to hype up the Ascension, even though you can win singles matches against Bobby Roode, against Chad Gable, a former tag team champion and a former United States champion in their own right. Yeah, Connor could beat them, but a tag team match with his partner? No. Just no. After the match, AOP comes out and they basically run over the Ascension on the way to the ring and they destroy Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. And I'm just like, yeah, this is shitty. It is. I'm just not into it anymore. Nope. So, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Heyman actually comes out. He said he wants to watch a fight between the Shield, Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler, which he's going to see. But Lesnar won't be watching. He'll be training on a gym that he built himself and predicts Lesnar will win. Oh, wow. Who else would Paul Heyman say would win this match? Wow. He's still talking about the 2 sport champion as far as the UFC and WWE. Predicts at Crown Jewel that Brock Lesnar will be champion again, and he actually had the nerve to call him the hardest working champion in WWE, and the first 2-time Universal Champion. And I'm just like, ugh, no, just no. So 6-man tag team action: the Shield versus Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre. And once again, the quote-unquote rift happens. Oh, but wait. Braun Strowman went to, Ziggler after dumping Rollins in the corner, and it's like, yeah, start pulling your weight. Dolph Ziggler tries to talk back, and Strowman grabs Ziggler in the corner. But Drew McIntyre walked straight up to Strowman and turned him around and went face to face. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. You see, this is how you make heels. This is how you make credible heels. Someone that's willing to step up to Braun Strowman like that, Drew McIntyre just showed F everyone, no fear, I'm here, everybody else out of the way if you mess with me or my partner or just me in general. But they ended up winning the match. They ended up beating the Shield. It was a divide and conquer thing once again with the Claymore kick getting hit on Dean Ambrose. Was it a good match? It was okay, but that was just the climax of the situation. Drew McIntyre gets the belts. They walk up to the aisle. Raw! And then the Shield in the ring. Left, battered, bruised. And Dean Ambrose just gets out and walks away. And that ends the show. So now, Dean Ambrose is going to have his thoughts, his second thoughts. The rift of the Shield begins, whatever. Yeah. Remember, Seth Rollins does not have an Intercontinental Championship match that could easily go to Dean Ambrose. Brotherhood shift? I don't know, but it's kind of funny that all that's happened. Anyway, that was Monday Night Raw, and I'm just sitting up there. Look, I'm trying not to fall asleep when I watch this show, and I'm just like, this is just... what the hell is this? this is supposed to be hype for Crown Jewel and Evolution, and yet you do some of the most predictable shit ever. So you're telling me that Ronda Rousey and the Bellas could win their match, but the Shield couldn't in rematch situation? You're telling me that? And the rift between the Bellas attacking Ronda Rousey, that should have happened after they lost, but they ended up winning. That poor Alicia Fox, poor Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens and Bobby Lashley. Lio Annoying Rush. He's almost as annoying as The Miz. Alicia. Damn, Alicia. I can't get that out of my head. Alexa and Mickie James against Lita and Trish Stratus. Are you kidding me? Anyway, what did you think about the show? Do you agree or disagree with me? If you're on YouTube, please comment below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. If you're on Spreaker.com or on Apple's iTunes, once again listening to this, thank you for joining along. Raw wasn't exciting by any means. It had a couple of good moments like Elias and Kurt Angle and even Drew McIntyre picking up the win, but hardly. And I'm not a fond of this DX. I'm not fond of it. Shawn Michaels should have stayed out. Sorry, he should have stayed out. And now, last time ever turns into Brothers of Destruction versus DX, as predicted. Drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and the theme is go. Credits.